morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's your man's Fred's, another one of those Fred's morning. Well, I talk about whatever the heck I want to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's have a great morning, ladies and gentlemen. I just got pulled over. Let me get really upset about something right quick. I got pulled over today, and that's the reason why we like a minute late, because I got pulled over. I was taking the kids to school. I knew I shouldn't have took them to school. I should have let they tail sit at the bus all cold and shivering. But I didn't do it. I said, you know what? Let me take them to school. And next thing you know, I get pulled over. Okay, so this is what happened, all right? So apparently, all right, it's a light right here, right? It's a light, and it's like 155,000 cars, right? All at the one light. And I was like, you know what? Forget this. I got to get past all this. So I go past the light, right? I see the Walgreens parking lot. I turn into the parking lot. I stop, turn into the parking lot, right? And then I was like, all right, good. I go around just to get to past the light and keep going, right? Next thing you know, soon I get around Walgreens, whoop, whoop, I was like, oh, Lord, they got me. What'd I do? Apparently, going through a parking lot without stopping is a law. It's a law. So you can't go through a parking lot avoiding traffic. Message. Come on, really? So he pulled me over, right? And I was a little upset, but I'm like, you know what? It's all right. It's all right. I'll be all right. When he told me what he did, I just looked at him. Really? So, and then he was like, well, really? I said, yeah. I said, really? And I was like, what's going on? And then he told me again. I was like, you know what? All right, well, here you go. So he asked for the license and registration, gave it to him, blah, blah, blah. Let me go with a warning because I had to flash the doggone. I had to flash my military. And he was like, yeah, I got one of those too. It says staff sergeant. I said, man, you don't ask about it. Sorry, I got a little hostile right now. No, I ain't know that. I did not know that. Don't. I see you, Maria. I see you. See you, Marie. Don't do that. Nah, because I ain't know that. I ain't know that. This is rude and unkindly. Now, if it was an accident there and people was doing it, they'd be like, oh, okay, it's an accident there. No, it's traffic there, so I'm going to go around too. Anyway, let's get back to the subject, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Hopefully, you guys are having a blessed day. Y'all not getting pulled over out there. Hopefully, y'all not getting pulled over out there. Don't get pulled over. And don't go through Walgreens because they looking for you. Let's have some fun. Good morning. It's your man's Fred's, another one of those Fred's Morning Rant. You can find us on Facebook at Fred's Morning Rant, which is right down there. You can also see us on YouTube, which at Fred Morning Rant, right just down at the bottom. Please, guys, I need you to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, hitting that notification button so you can always see us when we come on live on the network. Live on stream. I'm streaming live. Well, here we go. What are we talking about today? Well, the subject for today is women being undecided about kids. Okay. So I'm being really a little, I don't know what to say about this. I'm being a little bit a little empty with it, I guess, to make sure that you guys understand what I want to talk about. So basically, in a woman's life, she goes through this term where she either thinks that she wants kids or she thinks that she doesn't want kids. One of the two is going to happen. She's like, you know what? I don't want kids. Or she's like, I want kids. I want all the gremlins in the world, Craig. So they have these things, and then it's sometimes where a woman's like, you know what, I'm just good right now. Let me fix my life. Let me get the things together first, and then I'm going to prepare for my child. I'm going to do things different for my child. And that's that's all we talking about. We're not saying that, hey, you do want your child, and then next thing you know they do something bad and you don't want them because that happens. I I argue with my wife all the time. I'm like, look, that's your kid today. Like, nah, that's your kid. That's your child. That what he doing right now, that you did that. You did that in the past life, and now he's doing it now. So that's just what parents go through. It's just funny though, like this passing them off. Nah, he was your kid first. But I know y'all go through that sometimes. Just being like, that's your kid. Nah, that's something that you do, not me. I don't do that stuff. Anyway, let's get back to that record at hand. And most women right now, they have these different times in their life when they want a kid or they don't want a kid. And we're going to talk about those times in their life where they actually want or don't want kids. Midlife crisis. Let's start off there. Midlife crisis is one of that one time in their life. This is like in the 40s where they believe that their life is almost where they know that their eggs are about to stop. They're about to come to a point where they will no longer be able to birth a child in this world, and they feel like, you know what, it's now. I'm going to go do it right now before I have no eggs or before I'm not able to have a kid. I'm going to do it right now. And that's just, I don't know. Is it selfish? Is it selfish? I don't know. I doubt it. Because to tell you the truth, if you went 30, 40 years without a kid, you should be really significant in your life. I mean, you should have a good job. You should have a whole bunch of stuff. You should be straight. You know what I mean? Like, only thing you should be, having drama with is your boyfriend, husband, whatever y'all going through. Whatever you have, girlfriend, lover, lesbian, whatever. I don't know. Whatever y'all going through. But still, I mean, you should be pretty good in your life. I mean, I got 5 kids, if I ain't had not one of them, I'll be pretty good in my life. But I mean, financially, let me fix that. I'll be financially good in my life. I wouldn't be spiritually and happy with my life because I love my kids to death. I would die for my kids. If I did not have my kids, I don't know what I would do. I love my children. Love them. Anyway, going back to the record at hand is that it's not really selfish. It's more along the fact that you prep yourself to the top of your ability, and now it's time for you to go ahead and make that journey. Go ahead, make that journey. Go ahead, do what you got to do. And that's okay. But midlife crisis is one of those one time that you're trying to figure out things before it's too late. Another time is when you feel a female feels hormonal about kids. They feel that they have these emotions and feelings inside of them that they want it. This is their time. This is their point. And a lot of that comes from the upbringing that you have. A lot of women go through a point in their life where they play with baby dolls, they play with babies, they play with anything. And every time they see a kid, they like, oh, they get that big cat eye, and they go, oh, look at the baby, and then this next thing you know, it's like, oh Lord, I want a baby, yeah, hormonal and baby feverish. It's like together, okay. Baby fever is like when you get your hands on the baby, you like, oh, it's so soft and cushy. It threw up. Never mind. so it's like certain times in their lifetime, and a hormonal and baby feverish time is a crazy time because then they just want what somebody else wants. Ooh, you thought about that? How you ever got to a point where you had 2 or 3 kids and they was all boys, and next thing you know, you like, I want a girl, and you think that you want to match, or you want to like have this balance between your family, and sometimes it don't work out. Some people will keep having boys and be like, oh man, or they'll keep having girls and it'll be like, oh man, God, I got 6 kids, they are all girls. What happened? So like, I mean, it's just meant for you. what happens in your baby lifestyle, your baby life is for you. Okay? Take that challenge, live that challenge, go through that challenge, and get an A on it, like my mama would say. Get an A on it. You know, life is a test, and either you can flunk with flying colors. I use two F words, or you can pass with an A or a B. But I rather an A. You should rather an A. We're gonna talk more about that. Marie says, I think it is selfish if you count on, or if you count or put by like 20 years where they're 20 and you're 60. Oh, 60 years old. Who knew? Wait, who know how good your health is going to be? How who knows how your health is going to be? Yes, I definitely agree to that. I definitely agree that, you want to make sure that that you're not really just doing it just to be doing it, but you also got to think about the time lapse in your child in your life. You don't want to be dying and they're only 10. Like, what the heck is that? I mean, ugh, that's just horrible. 50, 60 years old and your daughter's 8, and you're like, really now, like you are grandma age right now. But that's neither here or there. I mean, because the fact is that in a human's lifetime, in a human female lifetime, they most likely are prepped for baby carrying at 12, 13, 14, 15, the teenage years. And that is still horrible because we look at it as horrible. But back in the old days, they was okay with that. They was okay because the fact is that, whenever they're ready to have a baby, then boom, it's time to have a baby. You have the babies, and by the time you're 23, you're like, okay, I got my 6 babies, and now it's time to, grow my kids, and they get ready, and no. So, but this way that, when you're a grandma, you can have, you can still have fun. You be 40-something years old, and you're a grandma, and that lifestyle is you grow again. And next thing you know, you're a great grandma and you're 60. You're still doing your doo-doo. You're still shaking a tail feather. You're 60 and you got your daughter, your granddaughter, and your grand-granddaughter. And y'all all take a picture together and y'all all love it. And that'll be awesome. That'll be awesome. But not today. All right. Let's keep going. Baby fever and hormonal was one thing that we were talking about. We already talked about the midlife crisis. Let's go to the next one, which is really, really dramatic. I really hate to go too far into this, but I have to, because some people actually go. A lot of people go through this. I would like to quote some stats, but I don't think that's even necessary right now. But oh, okay. She said that her sister feels that a reason she doesn't want them is due to responsibility. Yeah, dude. That's deep. That's real deep, because you know that you don't want to be like, you're not ready. You're not ready to care for them. You're not ready to take care and do what is needed for them. Then that's the smarter thing not to do. Not to get in a situation where you will put them in a situation. You know what I mean? All right. But what I was going to talk about is baby loss. Men and women go through this like every day, where they lose a child. And I've lost a child or two. And I still think about where my life would be if they were born. But I don't know. I'm sorry that I was a little quiet there, because it still holds a little something in my heart. But the thing is that you can't just say, you know what, I'm still gonna go give me a baby no matter what. Um, I feel like if I think you just should just leave it in God's hands. That at the moment, just don't try for it because I know a couple people where they tried multiple times and they had multiple failures. I even seen a movie about it too. I think where they had like 4 or 5 kids. Well, they had like 4 or 5 losses. Like I don't know. That'll be dramatic for me. Like to go through the fact that I lost several kids before they even born. I don't know. I don't know how y'all would even think about that or deal with that. That's a fear that is gonna stay with you forever. Like mine was years ago. I mean, 10, 12 years ago, and I'm still like in an emotional state right now because I'm thinking about like, oh, was it a boy? Was it a girl? Was it what was their name gonna be? What was gonna be their likes and dislikes? What they gonna get their first cut on? What bone they gonna break first? It's just you know a human thing, but baby loss is one of those things that the reason why you feel like you want to try to have another baby and you keep going. I really think you shouldn't put your body through that. I think after 3 or 4 times, I think that should be it. You should just let it be after that. Take care of your body. Take care of. I mean, people are like 100% healthy. They're great, but then when it comes down to having babies, they're not able to. And I'm sorry for you guys. I'm sorry for you guys, and I know the pain that you're feeling in your emotional state. And I wish you guys well, even if you're going through it right now. Just know that I love you. Just know that I love you, and I'm sure many of the people here that they love you guys, and make sure that you guys are staying healthy and doing what you got to do. Another thing is just having an empty home. So we already talked about midlife crisis, hormonal baby fever, baby loss. The last one is having an empty home, having nothing there. And some people, like they do what is called they replace their like human need with the animal need, where they put a dog or a cat or a mouse or a giraffe, a lion, tiger, bear, something animal as their baby. They take care of this animal like a baby. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I am definitely okay with that because the fact is that, it's an interaction. You know what I'm saying? It's not a robot. It's not like, you know, I don't know what to say, but you have to take care of it. You have to mentor it. You have to breed it. You have to. It's so much stuff that you got to do when you have another animal or sort there to as something to care for. And I didn't think about it. I have a family member going through that. Well, not really going through it. It's like that's their choice. Have they chose to have an animal as a and they treat it as if it was a baby, or they treat it as if there was their kid. And that's normal. That is like totally normal, because the thing is that's a thing that we have now. We have bred dogs, cats, snakes, all kinds of stuff to be interactional with humans. And you should be okay with it, because the fact is that they're not going out there stealing your kid, or they're not going out there and doing something bad for you because they don't have kids and stuff like that. And I don't know. It's just it's a hard situation. Don't forget, guys, you can always reach out at 512-360-0353. You can text in if you want to. We can have a chat. We can call, stuff like that if you wanted to. Don't forget, you can see us on Facebook at Fred's Morning Rant, which is right down the bottom. You can also see us on YouTube at Fred's Morning Rant, which is down the bottom. Don't forget, guys, I need you please to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, hitting that notification button so you can always see when I or we come on live in effect. Live in effect, in effect, in effect. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. Marie says that Visa kids are no good. I want to live and travel around first. That's true. That's true. I mean, that's what I was talking about earlier. You want to be able to live your life to the fullest before you bring on that you know bring on that baggage to your life. Not to say it's bad baggage. It's great baggage. It's Louis Vuitton baggage. it's it's Cartier baggage. It's a love baggage, and I love having my kids. I would not introduce an animal to my life because they poop everywhere. I don't like when they poop everywhere. That's my thing. All right, so going on to the next thing. Okay, so we are just doing a wrap up about everything. First off, we were just talking about a woman going through different changes in their life, and when they do and when they don't want children in their life. And we just talking about, if they did or don't have it, stuff like that. Midlife crisis was one of them. Hormonal and baby fever was another one. Baby loss is one, and as well as having an empty home and wanting to bring something to your home. Using animals to replace that love factor that you're looking for in your home, which is good. Going on. So guys, we're growing the network. We're pushing this network. Okay, so it's gonna be days when we talk like this, and then have great talks about like life things that we're going through, and we're gonna have like gaming. We're gonna have tech. We're gonna have different things, cars. We're gonna have different things. It's gonna be like a radio station. It's gonna be like a news. It's gonna be something for you guys. Something that you can pick and choose what you want to listen to and what you want to talk about. And guys, you can always call in. You can always text. We're gonna get this. We're gonna grow this network so big that you guys, you're not gonna believe it. You're gonna come in on it and be like, wow, it's been 2 years. He on episode 289. I don't know, and they're growing, and we're good. This is episode 32. So 32, that means we're grinding. And I think that I'm going to wait to that episode 100 before we do like a big thing, and we're going to get more and more people on. Guys, I need your help. I need your help. I need you guys to like. I need you guys to share. And I need you guys to subscribe to the channel. And I need you to tell other people about the channel. I need you to get more people on the channel. Let's get this channel as high as we can. Not medicinally. All right, guys. Do you have any questions for me before we turn loose? Anything that anybody want to chat about, talk about, anything you want to come up with? I give you like 1 minute to talk or ask the question about. Let me trick my. I got apple juice. It's not apple. It's cranberry apple juice. This is really good. I usually don't like cranberry, but unless I have it with some vodka, but bang bang. All right, guys, do you like my coat? You like my coat? You see that? That's that Louis Vuitton. It is not cold in here at all. Yes, it is. It is cold. It is 40 degrees outside, and it's okay. But we are here. We're gonna provide this channel for you guys by any means necessary. All right. So, all right. With that being said, I don't see any chats or any comments or anything. So I guess we're just gonna go from there. All right. So with that being said, I want to say, oh yes, it is cold in Texas. Not like 0 degrees cold like where y'all at or negative whatever. We're at 40 degrees. So we cold because we so used to 90s and 100s and 80s. When it says 40, we like, my life is over. So it is cold. But the thing is that, it's standable. I know you guys are dealing with like a lot of craziness, but here we're good. Hey, don't forget, guys, I do personal training for kids that are trying to progress in football. If they're trying to progress in football, if they're trying to see certain things in their lifestyle, grow better in the football arena, you can always reach out to me on Facebook, and we can talk more about that. So I did have one more thing. She said, how do you feel about your daughter growing up on you? Well, I love the fact that my daughter now lives with me in Texas. For a long time, she lived with her mother, and she finally made the decision that she's ready to live with me. And having her with me is like a blessing beyond any blessing. I had a lot of moments when she wasn't here where I felt like I was missing something, and I knew I was missing something, but I had no choice at the time. I had to deal with, her being away. I chased my daughter. If you didn't know, my daughter, when me and her mom separated, which was in Colorado, her mom remarried and went to Korea. I went to Korea. I followed her there. After they left Korea, they went to Texas. I followed them here to Texas. And then they left to go to Washington, and I said, you know what? I cannot keep just following them. I have to stand my ground, and hopefully, it'll come to a point where she'll come to where I am, and that has finally happened. God has blessed us to be together. And not to say that she took her away from her mom. No, I'm sure her mom is not in the best moods right now, and I don't want to make light of that. I don't know what to say about that. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to live without your kid every day. Not being able to see them in the morning, knowing that they're in a different state, and anybody else is dealing with this. I know what you guys going through, and I hope you guys see it through, and I hope you guys understand that life is what it is. I got so many bad influences, I believe, on that. I heard like a whole bunch of this negativity about it, and I stayed strong. I stayed strong. Those people know who I'm talking about. They kept telling me to do this, do that, and oh no, do this, and I didn't listen to none of it. And at the end of the day, my daughter came to me, and we made it happen. And next thing you know, we in there like swimwear. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day. Don't forget you can see us on Facebook at Fred's Morning Rant, which is right down the bottom. You can also see us on YouTube at Fred's Morning Rant. I'm so sorry it started with an F. I'm like, Fred, face. Anyway, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, hitting that notification button so you can always see when we come on live. I want to thank my engineer. I want to thank my family and friends for tuning in, and my everybody out there for tuning in. I love you guys. Don't forget, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. It is Fred's Morning Rant. And you already know what I like to do at the end of these. Biscuits.